Hello friends, welcome back to another session of my financial predictions for cryptocurrencies. Today is 15th of June. It has been a very wild month, guys. You already know what's happening in the world. I cannot mention the region where some crazy stuff is happening right now. I was actually planning to do some geopolitical predictions for myself and a couple of people that are interested in that. I just have been too busy. I'm always very busy, so I didn't even have the time to actually prepare such a thing before this happened. But I'll just very briefly say it's not the end of the world, okay? I'm not going to go into details, and please don't ask me for those details in this channel. If you follow me on Twitter, there's a possibility I will post additional information regarding that, regarding geopolitical futures. But it's not really my intention to talk about in this channel. Remember, we're only talking cryptocurrencies. So just like I told you, I believe that started around the 12th of June. I told you it was going to be very volatile day. So you can see that I, in a way, anticipated all of this indirectly. So we got a very volatile correction. After that comes a recovery on the 13th of January. That was also the case there. But the 14th in Bitcoin was mostly a day in range, considering this is around where it starts and this is where it finishes, somewhere around here. So kind of in range. Really kind of in range. And today is also kind of in range. It was actually trending downwards a couple hours ago, but you can see it's a very strong recovery with this massive green candle right here. So it basically returns us basically to the same levels, okay? Kind of in range again. I was expecting a correction, like I said, was actually going to look like one a couple hours ago until this happened. What we can see, and we'll eventually check with the altcoin predictions, is that Bitcoin was basically outperformed by many other cryptocurrencies, okay? So for the next days, I told you this week, the next one doesn't really look that good as the last one, because you can see right here, there's a red box, so a strong correction around the 17 or 18. So this position can go lower in the coming days, very, very soon. 16 is possibly going to be a chill day, another maybe in range. 17 possibly the start of this red box. 18 volatile, so take some precautions doing trading on these days, because the position is going to get weaker. It will be very volatile again on the 21 and some other days maybe. But yeah, I really need to look forward to see more consecutive green circles in order for me to actually see a very strong recovery. I don't believe we're going to lose the 100k range. It's going to take some hard pounding in order to get that to the level. Let's talk about from the current position to that, it takes around 5%. So it's actually not that far away. It could happen, but I don't think it's likely. At least not in the next coming 3 to 4 days. So that was the outlook for Bitcoin. Now let's take a look at Solana. You can see right here a complete difference today. This is what I was talking about. Told you that Solana was going to be very volatile. In fact, more volatile than Bitcoin on these days. Okay, this is something I told you like literally in the first ever video that I made. Okay, the reason why is because you see there's a red range, a red box, and a green box sharing many of these days, 15 and tomorrow, which is the 16th of June. So again, very volatile. Solana completely outperforms Bitcoin today with a complete and very powerful recovery. It's almost a full recovery. This is kind of insane for Solana. Okay, we're looking at the highest position, almost 7%. And in order to be a full recovery for comparing the 12th of June, we need around 8%. So not that far away, not that far. So again, this is part of the very volatile days that I was expecting. Technically, this is a very, very strong and volatile impulse, so it could happen. There's a possibility of seeing another volatile day tomorrow, but I will argue that it's actually already fulfilled itself in this green box, so what will happen next is strong corrections. Okay, so take some precautions, especially around the 18, because 18 is fully on red, nothing green on that day. So that kind of tells me it's going to be a very bad day for Solana at the very least. Maybe Bitcoin will do better, we'll see. But yeah, these next days that are coming, basically the first 4 days of the next week, are going to be kind of very volatile and very decisive, not just for cryptocurrencies, but for what's happening in the world in general. Okay, things are heating up. Like I said, this is not the end of the world. This is not the big one, but it was something that really it's crazy. It's not really adding up much to humanity. So if you're in Europe or in the Middle East or in the US, I think I will consider moving out, because the only places that are going to be safe in that sense are going to be the very isolated places in the world. So luckily I'm in one of them. So let's just go and see Radium for the last, is the last cryptocurrency that I'm covering. So Radium, again, very, very lazy. You can see already a pattern. Radium is just overwhelmingly in range compared to Bitcoin and Solana. Many of these days are just absolutely boring, and the few that are very volatile, for example, today was a volatile day. This is the starting position around here, somewhere around here. So to the highest position we saw almost 5%. So this is volatile for Ethereum, maybe not so much for Bitcoin or Solana. But yeah, it's basically a less dynamic version of Solana, what Radium is showing to me. Okay, so clearly right now it's by far the worst performing cryptocurrency that I am covering for this month of June. Okay, Solana is doing better. It's actually, let's go back to Solana a little bit. So at the current position, we're talking basically at the same levels that we saw in the first day of June. So kind of in range. But yeah, Radium is completely on the down. So Radium is suffering right now. And yeah, I will have to see the full picture, like the full graphic, in order to see actually if this crypto has a future. Because the fact that Pound Fund already is developing their own liquidity pool, this will basically destroy most of the revenue Radium generates. So it's going to be crazy, but yeah, basically the same outlook, guys. Okay, we're talking about a range of days that will extend all to the, in this case, to the 17, but the 18 is also in red. So many similarities with Radium regarding the other charts that I just showed you. So take some precautions in the next days, because they are going to be very volatile, just like I have been predicting, guys. Again, do not miss my calls. Okay, you can see extreme volatility. You can see right there, I predicted the crash on the 2nd of June. I mean on the 12th of June. So be prepared, guys, and always remember to like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on all of my social media, especially on Twitter, where I could. I'm not saying it's guaranteed, but there's a possibility of sharing more other kinds of predictions. So do that, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.